So I applied to all the big six as it was then, had interviews with all of them and got offers from all of them. But there was one particular firm that stood out, and that was Pricewaterhouse. And that was because of the friendliness of everybody I met, from the receptionist to the managers that interviewed me first to the partners. You felt like part of the family, you felt like you belonged, and that was fantastic. But if I think back to starting at Pricewaterhouse, there was 16 of us started in the East Midlands, Nottingham and Leicester. So they had an East Midlands practice, Nottingham and Leicester, that worked together. I was predominantly working out of the Nottingham, but everybody covered both offices. But I worked in Nottingham. I then went abroad after qualifying. Again, I said all the way through, every single appraisal, when I've got my exams, I want to go to Australia when I got my exams. Yeah, you've got to wait, but I'm telling you now. And I got very lucky because as soon as I qualified, the HR manager came back from a 2-year secondment to Australia, bizarrely. So it was like, you want to go to Australia? I know all the contacts, let's get you started in the process. And so I applied for that, some telephone interviews, way before the internet, etc. So I held out and got the chance to go and do 2 years in Australia. Very soon, the writing was on the wall. It wasn't somewhere I wanted to be. So I moved firms to Grant Thornton in 2001. So you look back and think, well, I was working at big firms, so they must have been big, complicated clients, but they weren't. So thinking about the clients that I worked on at PwC and Grant Thornton, they were really no different to what I've worked on throughout my whole career. They're similar size, local, provincial, maybe some international aspects, but nothing too complex or unusual. Size and reach and etc. was something I was initially concerned about. But as soon as I turned up for the first interview in the Chesterfield office, it felt just like the offices I was used to working in, both at Pricewaterhouse in the East Midlands and Grant Thornton back in Leicester and Sheffield, as they used to be, before they grew and got too big. So that relaxed me initially. And everybody I met, you just gelled with. They'd either got similar backgrounds to you or they understood where you came from. And that was really helpful. So all of those reservations very soon went away. And Shorts, in that 10 years I've been here, has transformed and is now, I feel, very much like a provincial office of one of the bigger firms. That's how it feels to me. That's, I think, how it looks from the outside, and I think that's how it feels inside as well. So when I started, you're not really sure what to expect. Yes, I was aware of some of the clients, we talked about them through the interviews. My role was very much on the larger ones. I was replacing somebody who was retiring, who was the kind of technical guru, and also looked after the larger, more complex clients. But again, whilst I might have thought they'd be particularly different to what I was used to, they weren't no different to what I was used to dealing with at the bigger firms. I think it's a misconception that there's a big difference. There isn't. They're very, very similar, and it's the same issues, the same personalities really, that you've just got to work out how to build a rapport with, whether that's clients or staff. One of the things I love about my job, and there's a reason why I've been doing it for coming on for 34 years, is that every day is different, and that's true wherever I've been, and that's exactly the same here at Shorts. Probably within the first 2 or 3 months, I was being expected to run my own diary, do my own thing. Yes, you'd be getting some guidance from certain of the partners as you got involved with certain clients, but very soon it was me that was leading meetings, dealing with the deliverables, drafting agendas, dealing with clients. The partners, have a variety of styles. They're all different, the different personalities, but they trust you, and they soon see that they're right to trust you in terms of what you're doing. But they're there if you need them as well. Definitely in the big firms, over time they changed, and so it was very much an hours culture, presence, being seen in the office, etc. It was made clear to me from the outset on joining Shorts that was not the culture here. A number of the partners had got that big firm background and experience. I can remember an experience of sending an email one evening to the partner team. I can't remember what it was about. I think I got 6 responses from the partners, all individually saying, "We don't expect you to be sending emails in the evening, do you?" And that really drummed it home to me. What I'd say was, try it. Come and meet people. There's no harm in having a meeting and having a chat to see what the team are like and see what the personalities are like. Come and see one of the officers and see what it looks like. long gone are the days of the local accountant being very different. Actually, both of our offices are very modern, and I would say very similar to other offices I've been into when I've gone to visit other firms of accountants. So give it a try. You might be surprised at what you see.